Today I find myself in a special kind of place, a low-key secret spot. This is Teva at the DNS Beach Club, Deal, New Jersey. The deal with this space is that it is a private club, and in the summer, this restaurant is available to the club members with some very, very, very fine dining options. After the summer season, Labor Day and on, it is open to the public, and it is a wonderful kind of space to experience a finer level of dining with a very serious level of execution. What I have in front of me, to start, are two carpaccios. Carpaccios are a raw preparation, usually with an acid and an olive oil to kind of help set and cook. So I have carpaccio de tonno, right, the tunas, and I have carpaccio de pomodoros, the tomatoes. You have this wonderful, beautiful, thin texture. Then you have crispy garlic, usually a beautiful olive oil wash that helps melds the fats. And then you have just some chili and spicy. That's the tuna side. Oh yeah, this is a pounded, delicious kind of little slice of tuna, and the texture is silk, matches a silk olive oil, and a beautiful crisp. Now we move on to the tomato part. This is tomato as get your flavor starter, much akin to a tuna. But that's kind of what this whole space is about. It's called Teva. Teva, nature in Hebrew, Teva. What I have in front of me looks like a pizza, smells like a pizza, but it's not a pizza. It is a baked tagliatelle. Tagliatelle is an angel hair pasta. And what you have here is this wonderful bechamel under and just that roasty, toasty cheese. And there's a certain theater to how you're supposed to just pick it up. Just kind of grab it with the sauce and the melty cheese. And that to me is just like a home run hitter because they're using some hella cheeses in there, heavy cheeses in there. It's beautiful, it's fun, it's cheesy as heck, and who wouldn't want to eat this? But also, it has an incredible depth of cheeses, dairy flavor. Today I'm learning about a new pasta shape. It's called pachari. Pachari is this, al pomodoro, and pomodoro is tomato sauce. Great use of creams and cheeses, parmesanos and everything. And I love how it's built wide and giant to hold all the sauce inside it out. Almost like a lasagna-y kind of texture bounce. There's a certain texture there that needs to be hit, where it's just like the chewy and the kind of texture of the pasta, right near that al dente. And the whole point of the shape is it gives you that whole boatload feel of sauce and the sweetness in the sauce. This is the spaghetti al Murano. It's a house-made spaghetti in provolone with a little fried zucchini and some olive oil. Provolone is like a funkier, more tangy version of a mozzarella. So it has a really great kind of hit of flavor. There's a provolone headiness in the aroma and the strength of the cheese, but you have a really nice depth of sweetness. And I think because they're doing a lot of house-made dairy action anyway. I think they're doing their own cheese things. I think they're sourcing the best of the best. This is just a really, really, really wonderful kind of space to house some pasta and some other things, but to see a place that's just dedicated to doing it with intent and style and, house-made pastas. Probably the best view of any kosher restaurant I've ever been in. They have fish options, and a lot of them have cream and that kind of milk identity, everything with butter. So here you have an almondine preparation with a wonderful sauce. It is an almond crust, lemon zest, a little bit of cream sauce, and it has the classic kind of green beans and mashed potatoes. The whole point of the almondine and why it's executed perfectly here is that it needs to be the texture. The nut provides such a pleasant, crunchy texture, and it throws you off for a second. But you really have a wonderful, wonderful piece of fish. This is soul. And we must not forget the fancy potato. There's so much work that just goes into that potato. We have a lemon snapper. Another wonderful fish dish. It's an Italian restaurant. They have the pastas, they have this full kind of identity, and you're right by the water, so it all kind of makes sense. The way that the waiters say the words all sounds kind of right. I'm not going to do any of it justice, but they're wonderfully sounding dishes and they're wonderfully tasting dishes. And I think because this is the protein, this is the star of the restaurant, they execute it so well. Yeah. All day. And for those who are kind of oh, I don't like fish, I'm not such a fish guy, these are wonderful, great opportunities to get an introduction. There's also a citrus, there's also a lemon, there's also a salt. There's also a wonderful arugula to it too. What you have is just a clean flavor. It's a delicious kind of like perfect filling, what this kind of fish is supposed to meant to be. It's a wonderful community spot that gets opened up to a broader audience to kind of see what they're doing. And what they're doing is just bringing in some very fine finesse, just some very fine restauranting to just, you know, make some very good food. It's not complicated, it's not hard, it's just perfectly simple in the right kind of way. This is a spot with one of the greatest views in any kosher restaurant in the country. This is a spot that just kind of hits it out the park. It's Italian, it's cheesy, it's dairy, stay for desserts. This is Teva at the DNS Beach Club, Deal, New Jersey. Oh,